and then Bud's going to do his scientific type. All right, let's go.
Okay, we don't have anything. Oh, I guess we're live.
Oh, we're live?
Are we live?
Live? I guess so. Just look. Hey, we're live. Hey, we're live. Hey.
This is Charles.
All things paranormal.
We apologize.
We apologize, but we're sitting over here
not knowing
talking.
we were live.
Anyway, our long trek, we have come to an end on this particular section. There used to be a gravestone here, but somebody stole it, so now this right here is what they're using.
Yeah, if y'all remember a few years back, probably, huh?
Yeah, I think it's about a year or two.
Yeah, we got up there and brought out the on one of our shows. We talked about somebody stole the gravestone.
Well, anyway, this right here is about on Ned. Back in, because you know I always have to give you stories. Back in April 1897, at 6 a.m., people were seeing this spaceship. That's the easiest way to say it. They didn't know what spaceships were back then. Spaceship flying around this area. Well, lo and behold, it ended up crashing into Judge Proctor's windmill. Now, this whole thing just crashed right into it, burst into flames. They said the pieces of it were spread several acres around. So, you know, this wasn't let's just say, back then they had balloons. Well, if you hit something fast and hard, it's not going to be a balloon. If it's going to spread the debris, acres.
So how far away from right here was the crash site?
Well, I don't know where Judge Proctor's windmill is. It's somewhere here in this town.
Oh, okay.
But anyway,
We're going to look for it, though.
we're gonna try to find it. So anyway, they described it as a small humanoid type of person. So what are they going to do back in? Well, it looks human. So naturally, what they do, they bury it. So they buried it here in the Aurora Cemetery in this spot. Looks like old Ned seems to have a little bit of a following because people's leaving all kinds of stuff. I see some coins, baseball,
Little possessed looking.
little voodoo-looking doll things.
That's pretty weird stuff.
Looks like part of a blunt, maybe. But
And I guess he likes Whataburger, too.
and he likes Whataburger. Breakfast on the bone.
We could have got that.
So anyway, we need to switch camera people over here. Now we're going to go over some of the tests that we have done to try to determine, hey look, there is an alien down in this place, which happens to be our local engineer.
So what we have here is a radiation detector. We've been looking around, we surveyed the area, trying to see if there's a spot. Maybe this is not the exact marker on the exact location. We have not found any differences in the ground radiation whatsoever. So if you look here, we're basically seeing about 1 micro R or micro Roentgen of radiation at this moment. So it's not very much, it's 1/1,000,000th of a Roentgen, which is this is just the background radiation that we're seeing. So this is what
How much
happens
is the
to be in the
X-ray
soil.
on a Roentgen?
It would be probably 200 or 300 times what we're seeing right now in background. So if you do a full chest X-ray, it's equivalent to like a couple of months worth of living and exposure to the sun and the solar radiation, things like that. So if you look, we have no deflection, we have no change in this rock, and we really don't have anything here in the ground or around it. So it's just showing that we have the normal radiation. Our world that we live in is radioactive. It has uranium in the soil. It has all these types of elements that are produced through the development of stars and the explosion of the stars, the assembly of the planet, things like that. So we ourselves, our bodies, are radioactive to some degree because of the things we eat. The potassium that's in bananas, for example, or pistachios and things. Those things make our bodies radioactive, but we're used to that. So that's what we call standard background radiation, what we normally see all the time. Just to show that the instrument actually works, one of the things that we can do is we'll move over here to some granite. Granite, because it's an igneous rock, has a tendency to put that uranium that we see in the ground, and it kind of condenses it and makes it really, really dense. And we'll actually see the effect of that our detector. So when we put it over here and give it just a second to start settling out, you'll see that there's a change where we start picking up higher amounts. So we'll get to 10 or 15 times the amount of radiation that we did over there by the marker that we were just looking at. But this is still what we call the norm, normally occurring radioactive material. So nothing special there. It just shows that the instrumentation is working and it is reflecting what we're expecting to see.
So, long story short, there's no radioactive anything wherever the little alien guy was buried.
Now, he might not even been radioactive.
He might not have been radioactive, but that was the only test we have because we don't have any way of going in there and digging him up and finding him.
Well, yeah, and we don't have any way of looking down in the grave and see what's going on. So it's pretty interesting. But we're still
The windmill location.
location, and what else is there? That was it.
Maybe we interview somebody.
Maybe we'll find somebody that'll talk to us.
And here's looks like somebody that's maybe a fan themselves.
Anyway, this guy.